Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios and Wi-Fi radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Ocean Digital WR-336M. It's an FM, Bluetooth, MP3 Player, Internet radio. You can find it selling on Amazon USA for $89. I'm a fan of Ocean Digital. Totally awesome. I'll pay the link section down below. Check it out. I think you'll like this one. There's a lot you can do with it. So here's the difference. Model number comes in a simple box. Ocean Digital. There you go. Took everything out. Let's see what we get in the box. So in the box, we get to start a show. There it is. I'll just kind of bring it out here. Kind of angle it a little bit. There we are. What else we get in the box? We get a remote control, which is really nice. It says you'll do everything with this. This is definitely meant to be used with a remote. It's just the way it's set up. I like it. But you can do everything from the radio. It's just much more convenient from there. We got an AC adapter. And then we have the manual. Now the manual is pretty basic. I don't know if I'm going to go too deep in this. This pretty much talks about setting it up on your network. All that fun stuff. Just kind of flip it here. A few pages. I don't know. Maybe we'll do the whole book. That way if I miss anything, boom, there it is for you. You know, if you're trying to set something up. It's got the, for your password to get on the internet. Get with your router. Okay, there's the basic home menu, all the different options. Spend a minute or two on this. I really want to just get into the radio and have some fun. I've done reviews on Wi-Fi radios from Ocean Digital, and I love them. My last one was a WR-18, and I use that quite often. I love that little guy. It's one of my faves. All right, this one added podcasts, which is really nice. The FM radio, I don't use too often on here, but it works well. Okay, Bluetooth playback. That's kind of nice to have, too. If you got an app on your phone and you want to play through this, why not? Dual alarms. Timer. Sleep timer. That's important. People want to know about that. There you go. 15 to 180 minutes. Not bad. Takes you 180 minutes to fall asleep. Configurations. Pretty cool. It's got a lot in the menu going on. I like it. It's got EQ, which is pretty important. And we're almost done with this book, I think. That was good. You know, I wasn't going to do the whole book, but I figured, what the heck. I think I'll stop right here because it talks about using the smartphone. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll keep going. This might be important to some people. You can use the IP. You can control the radio with the phone. I don't know why you would want to, but it's there for you. And some troubleshooting information on here in the back. And some helpful tips. Now buffering. Buffering's cool. It's got 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and 10 seconds. Of course, I set it to the highest because I like to have my station come in without it breaking all the time. That can happen with a slow connection. There's some technical parameters there. Nice. There you go. And I think we're done with this book. Rock on. Went through the whole thing. All right, great. Get rid of that. It's going to probably come back to that, definitely. So let's set that aside. And the AC adapter, I'm not sure if I'm going to use, believe it or not. You can go portable with this thing, even though it wasn't intended to. We'll talk about it. But I'll keep this handy in case I need to use that. So put that off to the side. All right, so the radio itself, let's talk about it. Dimensions. So we're 7 3/8 of an inch in length. We have a height of 4 3/8 of an inch. And then we have a depth front to back. It includes the front knobs and the antenna back here at 5 inches. So it's a nice tabletop radio. Like the look. Looking pretty snazzy there. Let's do a size comparison, just to give you an idea. I usually have my little radios running around. I don't know where CC Pocket went, but here's CC Skywave 2. Awesome. There you are. Oh, there's pockets underneath the manual. No, it's not. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I know where it's at. Can't do without CC Pocket. Here it is to my right. CC Pocket in the house. Cool. Yeah, local time, 1:46. It's AM. I'm doing this late at night. Why not? Wife's asleep. I can have fun with my radios. When she's awake, I can't sometimes. You know how that works, right? So, and if you don't have those things, we have a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. He loves Wi-Fi radios from Ocean Digital Land. He's Iron Man, dreaming digital man. Yeah, I think I did a tag on one of these radios. Real popular. Okay, so the 336M. Let's talk about features of this bad boy. So right away, it's got an MDF enclosure with some kind of like sticker veneer on it. It's like a sticker. It's not really actual grain. You can see it's kind of like there's the seam of the sticker. Yeah, it's okay, but it's definitely a wooden case, which is nice. I do like that enclosure setup where it's actual wood, not plastic. So nice, good touch there. We got these little feet on the bottom with little vibration pads here, and also anti-skid. So if you have a smooth surface, it'll help grip where it's sitting on. It's got a little tag on the bottom. I'm not sure what that says. There you go. Don't open it up. Avoid the warranty, dude. Okay, so we'll talk more about this as we go along. All right, so what else we got going here? We got the metal speaker grill. Nice. With about a 2.5 inch, probably 3 inch speaker there. I mean, when I measure it like where the ring stops on the speaker, it's 2.5 inches, but this whole metal speaker grill is 3 inches, so give you an idea. It doesn't say anywhere exact dimensions. I don't want to avoid my warranty, so I won't open it up. What else got going on? So yeah, you got this cool screen right here. It's a 2.4 inch color LCD, and I'm going to probably plug it in, turn it on here in a moment, but just bear with me here. It'll be dark for a moment until I explain everything, and then we'll plug everything up and we'll just have fun demoing. Buttons, we'll just go over them real quick. So power button, pretty much just standby. Takes you to your clock mode and back to your home menu or back to what you were doing, depending on how you have the radio set up. Podcast button, awesome, direct to podcasts. That's a new feature, and I'm starting to use it. It's a little bit more cumbersome than using a phone, but it's there and it's useful. We have a favorites. So favorites is nice. You have 150 for Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, yeah, all your internet radio stations you find. 150 is really nice. You have 4 dedicated presets here, so you have hotkeys right to your favorite Wi-Fi radio station. I have a few news channels on here. I could put music, which I probably will in the future, but for the demo, I don't want to get hit with any kind of copyright with music, so I put news things on here. I think I put FM radio on number 4. That's nice that you can also put FM radio on here as well. You'll notice some other keys. You got a back and a forward key, like a left and a right. It's to access certain menu options. Makes it easy and handy. And down here, I think in MP3 mode, you can rewind and fast forward. And then over here, your dial select will let you track forward and track back. But these are for holding down and fast forwarding and rewind. If you don't hold them down, you just tap them, it takes you right to that favorite. It's like, what? It'll stop what you're doing. Yeah, this is the dial you'll use for everything to navigate all your menus, and then pushing down selects where you're at. So pretty nice, kind of like your jog wheel with a mini knob. Now, the only thing I don't like is there's no major gap here between the dial and the volume button, or volume knob, excuse me. So you're bumping into it quite often. It feels kind of weird because if you got big hands, you're going to be bumping the volume quite a bit. I don't have big hands, so I don't have a big problem, but it's enough to annoy me. So it's there. If you're using a remote, no big deal. So here we go, volume. And then if you press this down, you got the home. Now, that's not a great feature either. It should be a dedicated home button on here, and it's not on here. Here you hit, I always feel like I want to select with this for some reason. I think the best option here on your volume would be EQ. You press this, EQ comes up. Awesome, right? That would be what I would want. Not menu diving for it. Just hit this button and then have a dedicated home button here. I mean, does that make sense? Yeah. All right, let's keep going. So yeah, more of that treatment of wood, going to the back of the radio. A lot of things going on. We got our antenna for FM radio, 24 inch. Did a pretty good job, by the way. We'll talk about that in a moment. We got a tag there with the model information. It takes a 5 volt, 1.2 amp power input, which is what the AC adapter is rated for. It says 6 watt power consumption. I did not see that with my measurements, which I was able to do with a power bank, which is awesome. And then, of course, you'll see it's got a barrel jack. But the interesting thing is, the input is 5 volts. Same as the C Wi-Fi 3, the new radio, Wi-Fi radio from C-Crane. Uses the same setup. And I was able to use a power bank in that video. You can check it out. And then over here, we have USB playback. This is a little thumb drive I put in. I like it. So this is mainly just for, not for charging anything, it's for playing back USB. So we're going to use that for audio demo. Headphone jack, headphone experience, boom. It's the best. It's amazing. Holy cow. You will love it. It's just, there's no hiss. The stereo is beautiful. Highs, lows, mids are fantastic because you can set them to however you want to with the EQ. It has a customizable EQ, and it's a good experience. Trust me. There you go. So we're done looking at that. All right, cool. So we'll talk about FM reception report, and then we'll just get right into having fun with this radio. So FM reception report, I've based it on 5 tiers. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. The only reason why I'm doing this is because, hey, if the internet's down, you got FM radio. At least you got something, right? It's a good thing. So this came out to good. It found 70 stations on sensitivity, which is above normal, which is fantastic. I kind of expected that. And I give it good selectivity as well. So a good solid 3-star rating on the FM radio circuit. So what should we do here? Plug it in and get it going? Yeah. Now what I was thinking about doing is doing a little stand. I usually use this little old Scotch tape thing. And it has a little notch in there for the cord to escape. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Now I got a power bank here. For power, here we are. It's set up in low power mode, which is nice because when it's in the clock mode, the power bank won't like that because it's too low of current. But when it's running the radio, it's fine. Like I said, I noticed about a 1/4 amp draw from the power bank when I was using the meter. I have a little meter here to give me power indication, and like I got 250 milliamps. So let's set it up. So bear with me here. I think I'm just gonna do a live. Why not? Well, we'll just plug it in. It should take us to the home menu. Now you can set it up differently. I'll try to cover that. Plugging it in. So here is the power bank, just showing you that I'm using portable power, which is fantastic. So you can go anywhere with this radio. You're not tied down to an outlet. So plugging it in. And that wasn't the way to do it, actually. I should have used, hang on one second. We're going to go through the little stand I made, my little ad hoc stand. Now I'll plug it in. Okay, I can do this. Boom. All right. We got that little notch. Got to line that up here. Now we got a stand. Cool. We can see what's going on. All right. That little cord's getting in the way. I'm going to move this off camera here. I don't think we need to see it. We just got the little wire hanging out. There we are. All right. Front and center. Okay. Let's bring this on down. So we can't get a good with that screen. Now I think you can adjust that brightness of the screen. We're going to do that right now. So if you can see, we got our home screen. That's nice. I can come up to that. Actually, I would like that cord to be kind of out of the way there. I don't know how to do that there. So just kind of move that backwards. All right. That'll work. So yeah, let's go through the whole menu. So you got the My Favorites. Go over here. We got Internet Radio, which we're going to do in a second. Media Center. USB thumb drive. That's going to be fun. We're going to do that too as well to just play a song or two. FM radio, we'll check out. Bluetooth. We've got 2 alarms. We're not going to show that, but you got a timer. So if you want to count down something in the kitchen, you can. You have your sleep timer right there. And then you have configuration, which, there's podcasts there. So let's go to configuration. We're going to push down on the dial. And then we're going to go, it's got a bunch of things. So I just go through them, I guess. Network, date time, language, FM setup, local radio, Illinois. Cool. So it knows where to start me up. Playback setup. This is nice. You can actually that's not what I wanted. That's, okay, repeat all. It's for your MP3 player. Okay, power on options, what I wanted to show you. Oops, wrong way. Press down. So when radio powers on, when you first put power to it, it can say go to standby, which is a clock mode, resume once ready, or ready to use. So resume once ready means it goes right to your last playing station. So if you're playing some Wi-Fi radio, you turn it off, you turn it back on, it goes right to that Wi-Fi station that was playing, or MP3 file that was playing. One of those. Now, MP3 player is very rudimentary, though it can access quite a bit. It shows file names and everything. It just doesn't remember position within the track, which I don't know why. I wish it would, but it remembers current track, but that's it. But anyway, you can do ready to use, which I have it on right now. So let's back out of this menu. Keep showing you. We got auto power save. We have dimmer, EQ, buffer time. So that says to 10 seconds. It has 2, 5, and 10. Timer. Network information, which I'm not going to show you because that's my MAC address. I'm going to get hacked. System information, software updates, which is nice. And you can I already checked for that. I think it was a 2024 update. So let's go ahead and set the dimmer. See if we can get that screen looking better. So we have mode normal and then level. So let's go to level and brightness. Let's bring it down a little bit. Maybe it's too bright. do you think about that? It looks better, right? Yeah. I'll just back up here. Oh, did I abort? I aborted. Okay. I think that's what I got to lock it in. That's a little bit better. All right, we'll run with that. A little darker. Okay, cool. And yeah, I'll go ahead and have some fun. So we're going to go to the USB mode. We're going to demo some royalty-free music, so let's do that. USB, pressing down. They come up with our folder, so you go by folder, which I'm going to do. I can choose different things like old time radio. I'm going to go down, navigate to YouTube music. Click that, and we're going to play a couple tracks. Let's go to Bellissimo. Here we go. Yeah, it's me using the dial to select tracks, even though I thought it was the volume. Okay, you get the idea, right? So USB mode, it gets pretty quiet. You can mute it too with the remote. Mute, little mute symbol up there. You can see the different symbols here. We got Wi-Fi connection, USB mode, play mode, repeat all. There's our clock. You can figure it out, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and I'm going to navigate. I'm just going to use this until I need to use the remote. So let's go to favorites. Well, yeah, let's start having, well, actually, internet radio. Let's go have some fun. Let's go discover. I like discovering, right? It's always a good thing. So we got SkyTune. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see. I think we can just do it here. Searching is kind of a pain, so we'll just do SkyTune. This is nice because then it just groups it all. So you got local radio, globe, global, globe by genre, globe by region. Yeah, so I guess we'll go globe by region. We'll just see if we can find anything. Now, sometimes it's a hit or miss. Sometimes if you know what you're looking for, awesome. If you don't know what you're looking for, it's an exploration. And I don't know what I'm looking for, so we're just going to pick a random country. Boy, oh boy, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking, I was doing Europe the other day. I'm kind of bored with, let's go Asia, maybe. Let's find something in Asia. Come on. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's go to the Philippines. It's funny. Let's go most popular just for the heck of it. And we'll probably end up getting like English radio. That's how I usually, look at that. It's all, yeah. What the? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, here's something Philippines. Oh, let's hear what's happening. So let's just select it. Flashing. I think it's my camera. So you get the idea, right? I mean, that's how simple it is. And if you like it, you just hit the little heart button. You press and hold it. A little download symbol will happen. There you go. Stored. And now it's in my favorites list. Fantastic. So that's how that works. Let's just back up. Let's go hunt down another country. Let's see what we got going on. Let's go stay in the Asian area, I guess. Let's see what's going on in Japan. How about Japan? Japan sounds cool. And we got most popular. Why not, right? Here we go. Radio, whatever that said. It's all fun. You know, discovering is the greatest thing. Okay, it sounds like some jazz going on there, Japanese style. Again, hit or miss. I didn't know what I was going to get. So let's go somewhere else. This is the best part. All right, let's go. Let's head over to Europe. How about that? Right, we'll go to Europe, I guess. All right, Europe. Okay, and yeah, I will actually go back to Europe as well. I got a favorite here I want to talk to you guys about, but so much fun. Like, let's go to Cyprus. Most popular. There's just so much here. So many countries. Okay, this station. Very cool. I can't read what that says, but you can hit these buttons here, and sometimes they'll give you more info. Here's my clock, the date, and then more info there, what you're listening to, the stream, what quality. AAC is usually the most desirable stream. MP3 is okay, but the AAC is better compression. And then, of course, yeah, your rate. I've seen it higher on the radio, so that's good. It can go higher than 128. All right, cool. So there it is. I like discovering music like that, so I'll just go ahead and save it. Press on my favorites. Boom, stored. Loving that. All right, great. So let's see. Let's go ahead and hit my favorites. So you can see I got 30 in there, and I'll just hit it with my dial here. And I have some local stations around, like I think that's Q101, Chicago. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. Now, this is what I like. I like the Fado music. Now, I don't know why it's Paris. There's another one in here, I think, from Portugal. This one right here. I don't know if I have it in there twice. I might. Yeah, I have it in there twice. Let's just hear what's going on with some Fado music from Portugal.
91.0 Setúbal 100.6. Bom dia.
Can't hover on that stuff because it's copyrighted, but awesome. I really like it. If you guys don't know the genre, Fado, it's a good good music there, folk music from Portugal. Yeah, awesome. It's a big deal out there, so I like it. I just discovered it recently, so there it is. I love that. All right, fun times. All right, cool. What else we got in our favorites? Let's check it out. I think I had some old-time radio. Let's nail it. Yeah. Whoops. Dial, right? Okay, so we got American Old Time. I don't know if this one... Now, sometimes the stream won't be active this late at night. We'll see if this one was rocking. Here we go. I don't know. What do we got here? Father knows best.
Drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those.
We get to listen to an ad before it plays. How nice is that? That happens too, by the way. Unfortunately, we know that from other services on our phones, right? Information. Yeah, you can click here. It's actually telling you all right there, which is nice. Like there's anything else that's going to come up with that. Oh, it has art. That's kind of cool. Did you see that at the station art? Whoops, I went the wrong way. I think I just moved it. I just messed up there. I gotta.
We're not going to
There
be
we go.
married at all.
Oh, no.
Well, women and their ways can be pretty much of a mystery to any man, especially when it comes to weddings. And father's no exception. But there are many things the head of the house just naturally knows most about. And truly good coffee is one of them. Fact is, your husband is the world's greatest coffee expert. Now, we're often called experts, too, since more families buy our Maxwell House coffee than any other brand. But when you make coffee for your family's pleasure and enjoyment, the judge you want to please is your husband. And tomorrow, if you'll fill his cup with the rich, completely satisfying goodness of our Maxwell House coffee,
Showing the EQ here.
we promise he'll beam with delight and say,
Gee, that's grand coffee.
we're sure he'll say that. In fact, we'll return your money if he doesn't. You see, no other coffee tastes like Maxwell House because no other coffee's made like
Maxwell House. We all know about Maxwell House. But anyway, they got the little ad. I like the little art there. You can have the art showing fun.
a recipe demanding choice, extra flavor coffee.
Buttons.
Blended and roasted just
So hotkeys right to BBC World Service. Add an extra B.
if analysed correctly, and that's really where we specialise our work, both on conflicts and a range of other topics now.
You spend a lot of time down, as it were, wormholes, encountering different types of information, some of it true, much of it untrue, and much of the untrue stuff, the disinformation.
Focus on Energy, a statewide program partnering with utilities and dedicated to helping Wisconsin businesses make smart energy decisions. More at focusonenergy.com/business.
Azerbaijani soldiers died, including Mohammed, the FK Karabakh Ultra. But Azerbaijan prevailed, and now, 30 years later, FK Karabakh are preparing to return to home soil.
I have to pick up my my press pass. I'm going to come back.
Air conditioning, plumbing, and electric, we make home service easy. We guarantee same-day service and installation with no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Family-owned for 53 years, Four Seasons has over 30,000 five-star Google reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. For all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical needs, for all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons.
Awesome, you're getting the idea, right? It's just a lot of fun. There's this argument like, why do I need this? Well, I got my phone, it does everything else. We'll get into that at the end here when I do my final thoughts. But to be honest with you, this is a dedicated device. Again, it's simple. You don't have to talk to it. There's no microphone on it. You know, hey, Alexa, tune to this. I mean, it's handy, but I don't want to talk to my stuff. I just want to hit the buttons. That's just me. It's tuning radios. It's a personal experience, right? So this is fun, having a good time. So we'll go ahead and go to FM radio. Now we're not going to pick up anything because I don't have anything hooked up to the back.
This is a car.
Oh, I am picking up songs. Well, that's surprising. Let's just see. Now, you can scan and save presets, which is nice, so we'll do that. It's already done, so let's go ahead and... Whoops, I muted it. I'm trying to think of where that's going to be. I think it's with the buttons. It's been a bit. All right, I got to go back to info. Info. I was in the right area. Okay. So what we're going to do is just, I guess, go to a station. What do we got going on here? Help me do something? Okay, well, let's just tune it up. So you can tune. It's going rather slow. So we can pick up something else here. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to tune it up. It's not letting me go direct. I don't know what happened to my presets. I must have redid them. It says 4 of 4. Darn it. Okay. Here we go. This should pick up some. Can't hover on it, but as you can see, you got RDS, which is nice. It's going to show our station information, and you can cruise on over. I think that's about what we're going to show. Yeah, here's our RDS right here. So you could just have it up with the RDS without any kind of art there. Or leave it like that. Pretty simple, right? Yeah, that's your radio. And like I said, you can tune from here. You can tune from this as well. showing in stereo. Okay, cool. So what else we got? We haven't covered podcasts. So let's hit podcasts, see what happens. So we got listen again, subscribed, history, browse, search. So we got all these options here, search history. So we're going to go to listen again. Oh, that's nice because it remembers exactly where you left off on a podcast you're listening to. That's nice. That would be great if it was applied to the MP3 player as well, but you get what you get, right? Hit this instead of this. Yeah. All right, let's see what happens. Cosmic fireballs and asteroids. Okay. Or astronauts. Okay. Loading up.
They're fitted with tires that are made of kind of springy metal with indentations in them in order to get purchase on the sandy soil.
So there you go, podcast. Now, I don't know if I can hover on their stuff. It might be copyrighted, but probably is. But you can see it says Space Nuts. And these must be the two people that are talking. Pretty cool. I like it. I like how simple it is. There's a lot to discover on podcasts. A lot.
Australian parlance, anyway. You got your car bogged, did you? Yeah. Well, you got your rover bogged.
So you can browse.
That's basically sometimes led to the end of the life of.
Mute that while we browse. So yeah, you can just. It's like searching, just like you were searching at the Wi-Fi, the radio stations. So you got comedy and education. I'm an education guy. I like education stuff. Well, this might be kind of nerdy, but how to. Okay, how to. There you go. How to be awesome at something. How to build a happy life. What? Okay, this is pretty basic. Not much in that category. I think that's pretty boring. Let's go to science. I think science is the way to go. And then we'll kind of wrap this up and give you my final thoughts on this radio. But yeah, so far enjoying it. Really am. And everything can be done from the front panel too, which is a good thing. We got history, leisure, music. Oh, you know what? I have subscribe. So subscribe is the same thing as doing favorites, but favorites only is for the internet radio and FM, but it's not for the podcast. Podcast has its own thing. I don't know how many you get, but let's go ahead and go to subscribe. Let's go do that since I already have something there. Press that one. So we got Space Nuts, we got Supermassive Podcasts, we got Our American Stories, Space Time. So let's go to the Supermassive Podcast to show you how this works. Okay, bonus, what shape is space? Hit that. I think it comes up with ads. Usually does, but you can skip them.
Buddy, it's nice. Nicole Byer here with some hot takes from Wayfair. A cozy corduroy sectional from Wayfair? Yeah, that's a hot take. Go on and add it to your cart and take it.
So I just fast forwarded
to within an error of 0.4%, and we measured it by using observatories like Planck, which were there to survey the cosmic microwave background and looked at the distribution of hot and cold spots and their sizes.
So that's a nice thing about it. It's not streamed. It's actually you can download and you can actually just go straight to where you want to be. So yeah, I just skipped all that ads and went to 4 minutes in. You can bring it back if it's too far. But yeah, that's how that works.
This is flat the way they're distributed. So the only thing I'll add to this.
And if you hit favorites right now, it'll actually remember where you're at. So it'll put a stored. So it's going to store the position on that where you're at. So if you go to your podcast menu and listen again, it'll be saved right there. And you can see the different ones you've saved. Nice. And you just hit that and it takes you right back.
Hey everybody. This is that to complicate things, this is just the bit we can see, what's called the observable universe.
Awesome. Okay, there it is. So you get the idea, right? I can mute that probably. I'll just mute that. All right, cool. So yeah, let's go back to the home menu and let's go to internet radio, I guess, or what we got going on here. I showed you almost everything I can do. Yeah, media centers, if you have a PC, you want to share music on it, that's kind of a nice thing. Server, Bluetooth. Yeah, I think I covered most everything I wanted to with the radio. Okay, so let's, I guess, boy, there's really, I guess we'll just go to my list, my favorites. And I think BBC Radio is actually kind of fun. Zoomer Radio, got on there, nice. Philippines, there's that one I added. Let's do it in alphabetical order, actually. So that's kind of nice. You can remember easier that way. That's the way I like it. Vatican Radio, Vintage Broadcast. We got all kinds of things going on here. I'm just trying to think, is there anything fun we can listen to? Pretty much what we were listening to before, the old time radio. It's about the only thing I can sit on without worrying about copyright. So let's do that and do final thoughts. Bringing it back up. There we go. Old time radio.
The unfixable. Combining the use of robotics and an endoscope.
So it's going to do its little ad thing. So while it's doing that, I'll turn it back up. So what I like about this radio, thousands of stations, a lot to explore. Same with podcasts. Just, it's a lot of fun. You don't need your phone. Sit there with the device. You got the speaker right away. You don't have to worry about connecting anything. It's a nice experience when you're using the remote, kicking back. This is on the side. This makes a nice, headboard radio as well. Kitchen radio, sitting by the couch. A lot of places you can put this. I have it on my radio bench, actually. I have a couple that I like to, here's the other one. I bring it out. This is the little one I've been using quite a bit. It's got a smaller screen. It's okay. It doesn't have the audio this thing does, but this is very portable. This has a battery built into it. I'll try to link the review up in the iCard section. I got that one I like to use quite a bit. And I think the 390, the bigger one than this, it has a bigger speaker and a bigger screen. All the controls are on top. I like that radio for its audio. Fantastic. But the buttons on top, I'm not a fan because they get dust and it's just harder to maintain. This is nicer to maintain with the buttons on the front. I'm more of a fan of that for sure. So let's go ahead and more likes. FM radio, definitely. Color display, fantastic. Let's turn it up. Father's no best. Wedding preparation, nice. 5-volt input. So that lets us run off this power bank. Like the whole video has been off this power bank. Isn't that great? I love it. And like I said, only a 1/4 amp, so the draw rate's really low. I like the EQ modes. That was fantastic. Headphone audio. Plugging in headphones or using external speakers and you want stereo. Oh yeah, that's going to be great. You'll use that. And for recording as well. So you got a recorder like a Q3, like a Texan Q3 or any portable recorder. You can hook it right up to it or a dedicated recorder. It's fantastic to use that. Headphone audio is just amazing. Dual alarms, 150 favorites, sleep timer, USB MP3 player, wood enclosure. Yeah, liking it. Bluetooth, always a bonus. So if you don't have an app on here, you want to listen to something like on Spotify. This doesn't have Spotify. That's okay. Just use your phone and Bluetooth it in. That's what I would do. Controls on the front, like I mentioned. Love it. Dislikes and wants. Well, here we go. I've pretty much mentioned them. The dial and volume knobs, these are too close. These should be further apart or replace it with maybe a jog wheel, which was similar to, I just showed you that radio. Do something like this. I really like this setup with the button in the middle. It's just so fast. You can just use your thumb like that. This, you gotta like kind of grip it. This is much quicker to navigate. I like this. I find myself using that a lot. So that is a bonus. I wish these were separated or we had a jog wheel. So that's the big deal there. What else do I like about it? I wish I had a dedicated home button. I think I mentioned it. Dislikes and wants. Yeah, I want a home button. Fantastic. And that's it. That's pretty much the only things I found that I really wanted with this radio. So overall opinion on this. The WR-336M offers the owner the ability to put down the phone and pick up the remote. Yeah, baby. It's just the way it is. I love it. It does get a recommended buy for me if you enjoy the feature set of this radio. You might want a smaller one with a battery built into it. That's just more convenient than, of course, walking around with this big one with no handle and with the big power bank. I mean, it's a little cumbersome, but it's still portable. You can still go on your back deck and use it. I think that's fantastic. Don't worry about an outlet. It's neat. Just a great idea. Where do you get the cable? This I just got from a kit that I built. It's just a barrel jack to a USB. If you have something like that, I mean, just get a kit that has different DC jacks. And then rock and roll, USB to DC. Love it. That's the way to do it. So yeah, definitely recommended by Todderbert. If you like the feature set, it's fantastic for the price. I am enjoying it. Yeah, my $20 smartphone will probably rock its world compared to the price of this one, but this one's more refined. This says, again, everything's built in, dedicated remote. I mean, that's nice features to have. I'm just a fan. And sometimes I don't want to look at a phone screen. I just want to listen. You know what I mean? I didn't want to look at the screen. I just want to listen. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, you get the idea. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. 2, if you like Ocean Digital Radios, hit subscribe to the bell icon. And 3, comment down below what you think about the 336M. Is it for you? Do you like the smaller radio? 18, WR-18? Let me know. I'd like to read your comments. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in my next awesome video.